Yeah, my name is Elia.
Oh, Elia. Sorry about that.
Um,
How are you doing today?
yeah, I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you. By the way, my name is Teacher Kendall.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so what are your plans today?
My plan?
Yes?
Nothing special. I will just take care of my kids, and I have to prepare, yeah, two meals, yeah, lunch and dinner, and also
Oh,
I have to work, in the afternoon. Yeah, that's all. How about you?
oh. I'll just do some classes and take my time off in the afternoon.
Can
Like
you
go home.
speak louder?
Oh, sorry about that. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly, but your voice is softer than other teachers.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
Now it's better.
Yeah. So I need to put it closer.
Okay.
Okay. So, were you able to choose a topic for us?
Yeah, I want to discuss an article, love letter on auction.
Oh, the love letter on auction.
Hmm.
A lot of you chose this topic.
Oh, really?
Really interested in love letters.
I
Were
think
you?
it. uh
Yeah. Were you able to have any love letters?
No, I haven't received any love letters, and I also didn't send any love letters in my life.
Oh,
How about you?
I had received some.
Wow,
Uh,
good.
but that was in elementary, so it's just it's just kids playing things. But
uh,
I haven't had any love letter ever since.
uh-huh, okay.
Mm. So, why are you interested in this topic?
Pardon?
Why are you interested in this topic?
Um, it's you mean what
Why are you interested?
interested? Okay.
Oh,
Hmm. Um, it's easy. That's the only reason. Yeah, and it's a
oh,
love letter. So
it's
many
a
people,
short topic.
yeah, it's sure, and many people are interested in other people's love. And I mean, Albert Einstein is a really famous physicist, and yeah, he was rejected by a girl, and it's really interesting. So that's why, and it costs a lot. What?
Yes.
Yeah, 1.3 million US dollars. So yeah, I was amazed by that. That's why I wanted to discuss it.
Oh, yes. So, why did you think the woman in the letter declined Albert Einstein's request?
She didn't want to be known publicly.
Oh,
Yeah, she said she was modest, so that's why. And another reason would be he was in his 40s when she was 22 year old. So I think years old. I mean, so anyway, he was 10 years. No, not 10, 20 years older than her at the time. So 20 years age gap is really huge. So that's why.
yes. That's a great gap. That's why probably the girl didn't want him. And he's very famous actually.
Hmm.
Also,
Hmm.
can you hear me? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
If you were the woman, would you also do the same?
Um, I'm okay. But yeah, if he was um not that old, I mean, if he was in his 40s and I
Uh-huh.
am in my 20s, yeah, I don't want to meet him. But the reason he is famous is not that a big problem to me.
Yes. Oh, so the age gap.
Yeah, age gap
Mhm.
can be a problem to me. Yeah,
Yes.
he's too old.
Yes, if you're like dating your
Daughter.
mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too old. It's because my father and I also have a 20 plus years gap.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be very awkward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, were you not? Are there any words that you were not able to understand in this topic?
uh, the letter a note. So it's Einstein's love letter and to the
Yes.
scientific researcher. So what can be scientific researcher?
Oh, scientific. When we scientific researcher, that's actually a group. It's a group of words. So it is addressed to Albert Einstein.
So it's not Einstein's letter. So who someone sent him this letter? You mean?
No. I think it's about his famous father.
He's a famous father. So you mean Einstein wrote this letter to her father?
No, I wait. Can I wait a second? Einstein also left her a note which read, "To the scientific researcher at whose feet I lay and sat for 2 full days." Oh, I think he meant here that I think the woman was also a scientific researcher and that he sat writing a letter for 2 full days. Did you
So,
get that? Were you able to get that?
so you mean the scientific researcher indicated the woman who is 22-year old.
Yes. And probably Einstein wrote the letter of affection, and he probably sat for 2 full days just for that.
Mm,
Mm. So, in my opinion, in this note
mhm,
means that Albert Einstein is really interested in the girl
mhm.
and the
So,
woman.
uh, he said set for 2 full days. So, is it literally or does it
Yes.
mean literally or figuratively?
I'd say figuratively because can you sat for 2 full days?
Yeah, some people
You
do
can?
for
You
getting
can?
their love. So front
Oh,
of
you can.
in front of her gate, I mean, her
Oh, you mean
house, uh,
oh,
and then he can wait for 2 days, for her to meet him.
yes. But can you without doing anything?
No, I don't want to do that.
Yes.
But if I'm crazy in love, then maybe I can do that.
I think Albert Einstein is crazy,
Mm-hmm.
but he's a genius. So I think the gap between being a genius and crazy is
Mm-hmm.
thin. There are actually studies like that.
Pardon?
There are actually studies that there is a thin gap between
Finger?
being crazy. Thin. I type it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thin gap. Oh wait,
Oh,
that was thin.
thin gap.
Yeah,
I
that
know the meaning of thin, but thin gap, what does it mean?
it's like a small gap
Mm-hmm.
that if you go across it,
Mm-hmm.
if for example
Ah, okay,
you're a
I
genius,
see.
yeah, you'd go crazy, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Uh-huh. I see.
So probably he's crazy over the girl. So
Yeah, but I'm really curious that he already met her or not. So how could she get to know her? I mean, he just saw her in the picture, or he was a colleague of his father, so he had a chance of meeting her. I don't know well, but anyway, she didn't. Did they have a time together? Yeah.
oh, I think no. She he Albert Einstein probably just saw her in pictures, or probably saw her in person, but the woman was not aware that he was there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Really?
so, but
Then,
yes, he took interest in her, so probably that's the reason why he wrote her a letter.
oh, he didn't have any chance of talking with her. Then
Yes,
he just fell in love in her. It's really funny.
yes,
Then,
but
yeah, did he expect that she would say yes?
probably because who would decline a famous scientist?
But he was almost
Yeah,
bald. I
yes,
don't know. He was bald uh, his in his 40s.
he was bald.
Yeah,
You
bald.
mean no hair?
Yeah, no hair.
Oh, he has a lot of hair, crazy hair actually.
Oh,
It's
really?
like yes, it's like flying everywhere, like literally chooks like that.
Ah,
The
ah,
white hair and chooks.
he wasn't
He has a
bald.
yes, he has a messy hair.
Ah. But I don't know why when I think of him, just his hair, maybe he just throw his hair backside. That's why I thought he was almost bald or half bald.
Oh, yes, because it is white already.
Yeah, he wasn't
But he was
bald.
not bald,
Oh yeah, okay, I see.
and he has a thick mustache. I think.
Mhm,
Were you able to see the picture of him?
mhm,
Mm. So, the letter was actually sold for 1.3 million, right?
mhm.
But it was said here that a typed letter from Albert Einstein sold for 1.3 million US dollars at auction. Do you think that letter is the same as the handwritten letter?
What the
Uh,
had written weather? What does it
yes.
mean?
Okay. It was said in the first paragraph that
Mhm.
Albert
Ha,
Einstein wrote a
mhm.
letter by hand
A
to a
hand.
young woman.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it's a handwritten letter,
Uh-huh.
but the letter that was sold at an auction is a typed letter.
Oh, really?
Do you think it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
same? Yes. I got confused actually
Uh-huh.
because it was a typed letter. Were you able to get the difference?
Yeah.
Yes,
Why? Yeah,
between
type.
a hand.
Yeah, type letter is not a letter by hand, right?
Yes, it's by a machine
Type. Yeah, typewriter.
typewriter.
Hmm.
So do you think it's the same letter that someone only copied it, or it's totally a different letter?
Oh, if it's different letter, then I think it would not be sold for 1.3 billion, a million dollars. So I think it's this letter would be written by Albert Einstein. That's why it is sold with that amount
Oh,
of money. So I think
oh,
it's a typo.
yes, it's a typo error.
Mhm.
Mm,
I'm not sure, but yeah, I think yeah, it's not right.
yes, I think so too. So there what else do you want to talk about this topic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do another question. Um, if you were Albert Einstein, how what would you feel, being rejected?
Oh, yeah, it would not feel good. Yeah, even though I'm not I even if I'm not Albert Einstein, yeah,
Yes.
who would be who would feel good if they are rejected?
Do
So
you
and
think so?
yeah, but I don't know. Many people would not know that he proposed to her, or he, yeah, just he wrote a letter once. It doesn't matter that much. But I don't know what kind of things he did for her. Maybe if he really, yeah, sat in front of her front gate for 2 days, then yeah, be, he must feel, yeah, humiliated.
Yes, very humiliated.
Hmm.
I would have felt embarrassed also when probably I got rejected. But
Hmm.
of course, you still have to understand that person's feelings also.
Hmm.
You have to be mindful that, oh, she probably didn't like me then.
Hmm.
You shouldn't take it by heart. You shouldn't keep grudges to that person,
Yeah,
right?
I think he should have done something else. I don't know. He just wrote a love letter, or he did also other things. But if he just wrote a love letter, then I think he didn't do that much things for um to get her love. So
Yes.
who would who who want to date a guy just to sending a love letter and then didn't do anything.
Yes, I get it. You mean to say that you would have appreciated it if he put more effort,
Yeah.
like maybe gave you flowers or chocolates like that?
Yeah, yeah, and but I think he before he sent a love letter,
Yes.
he just tried to approach her like a friend or uncle, yeah, like that. So he should have met her before asking her out. So
Yes. Yes,
yeah,
personally, right?
yeah.
And not just by letter.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we don't know the atmosphere at that time. Nowadays, if someone does like Albert Einstein, it's really uh, weird. But at that time, yeah, it's maybe I think a normal action
Yes,
to.
it's a common courtesy. A common
Mm,
courtesy
it's a common
to,
courtesy.
yes, to reject. But I think before, before they don't have any cell phones or any messaging device, that's why they usually use mails, right? Usually are written by hand or typewritten. So I think the effort of sending something like that in the past, they
Hmm.
actually appreciated it.
Hmm.
Yeah, so probably the girl did appreciate it, but the age gap is there. That's why she declined.
Hmm.
Yes,
And she must feel a burden to date a famous guy. Yeah.
yes, I thought so also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Elia, Elia, Elia,
Hmm. Yeah, and Leah.
Elia. I will wrote my comments on your comment box, so I
Okay.
hope you can wait for a little longer. It's,
Okay.
yeah, I hope you understand it. So
Okay.
I had a wonderful class with you today.
Okay.
I hope you do not stress yourself out cooking and having work this afternoon. I hope you have a
Okay.
great day.
You
Mm.
too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.